ladies and gentlemen, to the Thursday night Indie Spotlight. I am your host, The Saint, and with me, as always,
David El Caldejo Estacado here live with my little homie Lorenzo Lama.
oh man, we got Lorenzo Lama in here tonight too. Bro, I feel a little naked tonight. You know that? I feel
A
just a
little
little bit
bit
naked.
naked.
Yet, you know why?
Why?
We got this brand new background we got to
Oh wait,
unveil.
we
Yeah.
do.
Well, I
All
got
right.
the,
I was wondering what was going on. I was like, "Where's all the fancy stuff?" We did get a new logo, didn't we?
we got a brand new background, and that
Oh,
bitch is clean.
mm,
Yes,
just
it
right. Look
is.
at that. Mira que nice, as they
Yes,
say.
it is nice. So we finally got us a brand new background. Um, Obviously, with the evolution of things in this page and this show, we're gonna have to keep adding to and all that. I think we need a bigger screen so that way we could just post all these places on them. Uh,
We are.
you
We
know,
are.
that might be the next step. Because we're out there, man. We're getting so many people involved with this. And speaking of, we have a new guest to the show tonight. Somebody who's never been on. So I'm really excited for that. But this guy is the owner for United Pro Wrestling in North Carolina, and that's Mr. Jay Partin. So let's bring him on in here. How you doing this evening, sir?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Great. Good to have you on. Pleasure and an honor to finally have you and see you in person, man.
Yes, yes.
Right on. So you guys have got a huge show coming up this weekend. Now we just heard uh, card subject to change, and some things have apparently changed.
Right.
Uh, and one of your competitors is waiting patiently backstage to come on. Uh, so, going to leave it up to you. Do you want to go over the card first? You want us to start bringing in the talent? What do you want us to do?
We can go over the card first
All right,
and start bringing talent in.
excellent.
Fantastic. All right.
Let's do it.
Well, before we get into that, please introduce yourself to our fans here. You're live right now. Just you're on the YouTubes, you're on the Facebooks, the Twitch, the Twitter, and on the Roku. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and what United Pro is all about.
Well, yeah, my name is Jay Partin. I've always been a huge fan of wrestling growing up. I am 30 years old. Um, this will be my first show in Raleigh, North Carolina. I had another show previously in Oxford, North Carolina. And with that show, I did no social media promotion. It was just word of mouth and flyers. And I did like 60 people. But I know Raleigh is a bigger market, so that's why I decided to come to Raleigh, and there's a lot of more talent in Raleigh. So I said, yeah, let me come on home with it, So, but other than that, man, I have 3 kids, single father, um, just trying to make a living.
Yeah, I hear that. Respect that, man. Yeah, that's
100%.
dope. And this is all just self-funded by yourself. You just kind of word of mouth, doing it old school like that, flyers and word of mouth, and getting 60 people. It's not bad for a first show, man.
Right.
First showing.
And like now, with the social media, it's like for a Saturday show, it's like 125 tickets that have sold. But like I said, I put commercials on the radio. It's just me doing everything. I do have an investor. If it ever came down to it, if I needed extra funds, I have sponsors that have sponsored this event as well. So I was already a pretty known guy because I was already a promoter in nightclubs. So marketing and promoting, it's always been easy for me. So
And it's pretty kind of the same transition. It's an easy transition because it's pretty much the same thing.
right,
You're flyering, you're telling people where to go, you're pretty much hyping up the show, getting everything ready. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's
definitely.
awesome, man.
Right. Self starter, and
I respect the
you,
hustle. I
you
really do.
mentioned, you mentioned promoting in clubs. So 20 years ago, that makes sense to me because I was DJing. So DJing
Uh,
back 20 years ago and having a live microphone in your hand in front of a crowd of people transitioned to, fast forward 20 years ahead. Now I'm in a ring as a ring announcer. It
right,
makes sense. So like I get it. The mindset's there. It's almost the same mindset, just a slightly different application. So
Definitely. Yeah, like I said, with the nightclub, I learned a lot. I started out with being a bouncer, worked my way up to management. Now I still do bodyguard work for celebrities. For example, next Tuesday through Friday, I'll be with Pete Davidson down here in Raleigh. So, with that, I incorporate my wrestling with them. Either get a shout out or get a follow, something to help build the brand. You know what I mean? And the people that I have bodyguard is into wrestling. You wouldn't think or believe how many celebrities on like the comedian side or hip hop side that actually enjoys wrestling. So,
Right. That's awesome.
yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this card, man.
Okay. Where you want to start?
David, you're working the show, bro.
I'm excited.
This is you.
Look, you have the card subject to change. Let's start off with that. We had Sean Cruz earlier this week. He really wanted this matchup. It's something that he's been really, really, ready to prove himself. The man has been on a grind, really reinventing himself, working, and this is kind of like his proof that the work has done and he's ready. I want to bring him on. Let's talk. Let's put that out there because I just found out because we talked a little bit briefly, and just let him know, hey, card subject to change. Unfortunately, opponent has changed. So let's bring him on real quick.
Okay.
Mr. Cruz.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, look, the other night, man, you said a lot of things, especially when it came to Lodi and how much you were looking forward to this match that, 10 years ago you had this, you wanted this rematch.
Yeah, exactly.
And now here we are less than 36 hours from the event. We're honing in on 36, 48.
Yeah, you're
somewhere in there, 72.
Yeah.
72 hours, something in that.
It's Thursday, not Friday, my guy.
Thanks. I don't know what day it is. So here we are, less than 3 days out. Your opponent has changed. Who is your opponent now?
Well, yeah, I prepared for Lodi, but apparently I'm going to be wrestling Jay Malachi for the first time ever. Which, how I feel. I stay prepared so I don't have to get prepared. But I'm telling you, preparing for Lodi and preparing for some daredevil, flyboy, flippy floppy Jay Malachi is two different things. I don't personally see the hype around this kid. I mean, I get it. I can jump off stuff and land on 10 people. Whatever. How does that make you a wrestler? You know what makes you a wrestler? Busting your ass every day in the gym, traveling, getting your name out there, doing everything you're supposed to do. Not going on TikTok and doing, viral videos or whatever this crap is that these kids do these days. And I don't want to sound like the old, disgruntled, veteran guy over here, but I'm going to ground this kid and I'm going to hurt him. That's it. So if you're expecting to show up Saturday night, June 3rd in Raleigh and see him doing his high flying daredevil, viral video type stuff on me, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen because I'm going to break his legs because you can't fly. You can't jump off the top of a roof or whatever stupid crap he's done, last week or is going to do the next week with a broke leg. It just don't happen that way.
Well, are we already getting a game plan so far already? Because I was about to mention, he probably, correct me if I'm wrong, which I don't think I am, probably has the best cutter in the business right now. That's going to be his bread and butter right now. He's going to be setting.
He's got one
up
move. He's got one move, a cutter.
Look,
you can't hit a cutter with a broke hand, and you can't hit a cutter when you've been tied in a knot by a real professional wrestler, right? Am I wrong? Okay, exactly.
You're not wrong. The one thing I'm going to say about it is this, and that is you got to get your hands on him, and he is fast as lightning. And I'm telling you that from somebody who's been in the ring when he's got in the ring. This dude, you mentioned jump. let me break it down for you like this. When he came into the ring, he was upside down above my head, and you've seen me in person. I'm not a very tall guy, but 5'6", 5'8", above me, he's closer to 6 foot, upside down still. That was his head when he was upside down.
The kid
That
has some hair
kid can
time.
fly.
Are you done? Are you done? Because I'm falling asleep over here.
Okay.
Once again, that is not wrestling. That is some daredevil acrobatic bullshit. So I don't know if I can curse on here, but I really don't care because I'm unfiltered. But that's what that is.
So
that's not going to happen Saturday. I'm telling you. And if you think it is, you're wrong. I will put money on it right now. That is not going to happen to me. I'm going to hurt this kid. I'm going to hit him in the face. I'm going to chop him in the chest, and I'm going to kick him. You can't fly all around the ring and hang from rafters and act like you're freaking Miles Morales Spider-Man when you're laying on the ground with broke ribs.
Oh, he has a point. Like,
You know
so pretty much. So what he's saying.
No, hold on. No, I'm not done. You keep talking about this young kid and how he's so exciting and all this. I've been busting my ass in this business for over 20 years, making a name for myself. I'm not some overnight flash in the pan. And I've known Malachi since he was like 14 years old. I get it. He's earned his place in this business. But I personally, I think it's a disrespect that he calls himself the OG. Because you're looking at an OG, a real OG. I didn't come up in this business when everybody's buddies and everybody trains together. No. You get in a ring with somebody and you try to hurt them and they try to hurt you. That's the name of the game. This is not a sport. This is athletic violence at its best. And I'm telling you, if this kid thinks he's going to come in here and make a name off me or add me to a highlight reel, he's mistaken. Straight up.
Malachi is not in the backstage area.
I sure wish he was, because I tell him to his face or on here, and I'm going to tell him to his face when I see him on Saturday.
Well, he'll see it eventually. We'll probably get the highlight. We'll put that out there.
And then, Jay, do you have anything that you want to say?
Yeah,
to Mr.
I was
Bruce?
actually going to follow up, Jay. Like, what was your decision for this?
I was going to ask Jay when he decided to make this match. Does this kid have heat with you? Because you do understand what you're doing when you put him in the ring with me. You're endangering his safety and his career. And I understand he's getting looked at by a lot of big companies right now, and that's great for him. Seriously. But all you're doing is endangering any chance he has of getting a contract or having a long career once you put him in the ring with me. Because I'm an animal. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not here to shake hands and kiss babies and get a paycheck. I'm here to hurt people. Ask anybody who's been in the ring with me. That's what I do. Go ahead, Jay. Please explain to me, Jay, why you felt it necessary to put him in the ring with me.
Oh, that was actually to be my question. Well, you pizza last night, apparently. But yes, What was your decision? Lodi couldn't make it. What was your decision?
The thing is, which I can't go into too many details, but it was a conflict of interest with someone else that I have on the show that actually there's been some issues with them and Lodi. So they sent me a private message and detailed what happened, and I told them I would keep it confidential, but it just won't work out because I don't want any, unnecessary drama at the first show in Raleigh. You get what I'm saying? So, and Jay Malachi, I actually wrote a couple people, and Jay Malachi was the first to respond. So I was like, hey, let me just throw him in there because, time is ticking. Like I said, we have about 36 hours to the event. 72 maybe. So he was the first to respond, and I said, fuck it. Sean Cruz versus Jay Malachi.
His funeral. That's all I can say. He signed his death warrant.
Oh, in 36 hours, you'll be in the building getting set up. Whether you're door's not open yet, but in 36 hours, the ring should be built within 36 hours from now.
True.
If you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Definitely. And it's crazy. It's crazy because the ring guy just called me while we was on this thing. But yeah. So like I said, Jay Malachi, I heard a lot about him. That was the reason why I put him in the Rumble for the UPW Heavyweight Championship. And then once this happened, you know, I just put it out like, hey, I got an opening match against Sean Cruz. Who wants it? You know, Jay Malachi jumped on it, and he acknowledges that you're OG and that you've been in the business for a while. And like, you know, we was in a group chat earlier. He said he liked to beat ass, and you came back and said you like to beat ass. So, you know, it's going to be one hell of a fight.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a fight. I really don't think he's expecting to come in here and do with me what he does with other people, because I don't get down like that. Like, I really hope y'all understand what you're doing to this kid. And the sad thing is, I actually like him.
He's a great talent. I've seen the kid grow.
That's fine. He can be the greatest talent in the world, but once you step between those ropes with me, all bets are off. There's no friends. There's none of that.
True.
You're the guy who's in front of me that's keeping me from moving up. You know, you're the guy that's trying to take food off my table. And I'll be honest with you. You want to break the wall a little bit? I've been going through a lot of real bad, stressful personal stuff lately.
So you looking for an outlet? You're just looking for a reason.
Because I'm gonna unleash all of it, all over Jay Malachi. I'm not. Y'all think I'm playing right now and I'm working, but I'm not. Y'all, you need to have security there, because you're gonna have to pull me off of him. I don't care if I win, lose, nothing. I'm telling you, Saturday night is gonna be a bad night for Jay Malachi. Period.
I was going to ask what the strategy was, but he already pretty much gave it's ground game and ass whooping. That's the strategy.
What strategy is it? I'm gonna break every limb on his body if I have to. I'm gonna knock his teeth down his throat. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna gouge his eyes. I'm gonna pull his tights. What do you think? I'm gonna do. That's why I'm unfiltered. It's not just what I say; it's what I do. I'm willing to do anything it takes to get my hand raised, and he's not, because he's too worried about popping the boys or popping the crowd or doing his little super happy move, his super cutter or whatever the hell that thing is. It ain't gonna happen. I'm telling y'all right now. Please. I want everybody watching this to be in that building in Raleigh on June 3rd, and I'm gonna look every single person in the eyes when I'm done beating this kid to a pulp and leaving him a broken mess, and I'm gonna say, I told you so. Stop doubting me. Stop underestimating me.
And that's the message.
Hey,
that's it right there.
Man,
That's the highlight right there, Ron.
It's gonna be good.
hey, well, I mean, Sean, you know that this brings up an interesting scenario in my thought process. I'm a logical guy, and I'm a realistic person too. So, what I would look at is this: if you beat him too badly and he can't make that battle royal, wouldn't that put Sean Cruz in that heavyweight title?
You know what? I like the way you think. I was actually going to ask Jay why I wasn't in it to begin with. Oh. You've got a guy in this thing who's a manager in Johnny Shore. When you've got an elite talent like myself, and I don't belong in this battle royal for the heavyweight title. Am I a heavyweight? Absolutely not. I'm sitting at about 175 pounds right now.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, why am I not in the battle royal, Jay?
All I want to say is,
fine. I like what Saint says. It doesn't matter why I'm not in it, because I'm going to take Jay Malachi's place. But please, go ahead and explain yourself.
All I'm going to say is, like they said in the beginning, the card is always subject to change.
Oh. Man.
You hear that, Lorenzo? Shit just got spicy.
Oh, man. You know, there are some times where I do need to learn to keep my mouth shut, because I might have just signed Jay Malachi's death warrant.
Oh no, he did that when he agreed to this match.
Oh well, okay.
He'd like to fight. He's gonna get a fight. That's for sure.
But now I have even more incentive to make sure he doesn't make it to the battle. Well, so thank you, Stan. I do appreciate that.
You're quite welcome, but I think you're going to appreciate this. This may be comment of the night already. Somebody is cruising for a bruising.
Oh,
hey, I like.
You know how many times I've heard that whack ass line?
It's a T-shirt. That's T-shirt material.
T-shirt.
That's so clever. They took my name and turned it from cruise to cruising for a bruising.
Well, I mean, that's a T-shirt, but you know, you're wearing a T-shirt. Is that?
I'm wearing the T-shirt.
Just dropped, by the way.
Sean Cruz T-shirt is inspired by Daredevil, who's one of my favorite Marvel comic book characters. done by my good friend Rob Potsy. Potts check. Shout out to Potsy. Yeah, everybody needs to buy. I'm going to have them available for sale, and I promise you, you might have to buy one just to mop the blood up after the match is over.
Damn.
Wow. That's how you sell merch.
Oh,
Hey, I'm not playing, fellas. I'm telling you right now.
Alex Evans chimed in and said, just like how Grant Watts might not make it to the battle.
Grant,
royal.
Alex Evans,
Wow.
don't be piggybacking on my shit.
Card subject to change.
See, everybody wants to steal with me. When you're in the business this long, everybody wants to take your ideas. Don't piggyback on me like that.
Yep. All right, Mr. Cruz, do you have anything further you would like to say before we move on to the next guest?
Before that, let me interrupt. Is Jay Malachi on this?
No.
No,
He's not.
unfortunately. We sent the link to the group chat. I thought he was going to be in the group chat. I could send him the link to see if he would like to say anything. Here, real quick, let me do that.
But I mean, whatever. He can talk greasy all he wants to behind a computer or a phone. Let him say what he wants to. Because when we're standing face to face in that ring, he ain't gonna have nothing to say. Because you can't say nothing when you can't breathe. Man can't breathe. Man can't fight. And I'm gonna cave his little bird chest in.
I say that. That's my thing. If you can't
100%.
breathe, you can't wrestle because that's just smart
100%.
wrestling.
Well, he can't wrestle anyway. What he does is not what I consider wrestling. So
You call it what? Stunt? You doing stunts?
choreography, acrobatic athleticism. I mean, I don't knock it. I can't do it. But then again, I don't have to. When you're as talented as I am, and as vicious as I am, and as tense as I am, you don't need to do that to get your point across. You know, he walks in a room, and nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna be intimidated. I walk in a room, everybody stops and looks. That's the difference between me and Jay Malachi. I have a presence he doesn't have. He's got a bunch of fanboys and a bunch of guys that are in the business that should be on the other side of the rail that are kissing his ass and telling him how great he is and sharing his stuff on Facebook and pushing his viral videos. That doesn't make you a good wrestler. That doesn't make you tough. He's gonna find out. I'm telling y'all. Y'all think I'm playing and I'm not.
Wow.
I need a drink.
Yeah.
I need a drink.
It's gotten heavy. You're pretty much laying it on the line, and I can't wait for it.
I speak the truth.
All in the action.
Right.
There. If we can't get him on now, I think we might as well. I'm probably going to try to get him and see if we can get him on the show, pre-show there.
I tried to call. I missed a video chat from United Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, my fault.
Was that him? Was that him trying to call in? Are you kidding me?
No,
that was me. I hit the button.
You mean the old man knows how to use technology and the kid doesn't? What is that about?
Wow.
What is that about?
You know, I'm in my head. I'm seeing what's that thing? A rotisserie? Because he's just getting
roasted. He's
getting
them.
cooked right now.
I'm telling you. And I know he's not here to defend himself, and even if he was, it wouldn't matter. There's nothing he's going to say that I haven't heard. There's nothing he's going to try in that ring on Saturday that I haven't seen.
Gotcha.
Period.
All right. So Malachi's not here. He's not in the background. If he comes
Cody's
back,
not here. Malachi's not here. Is everybody scared of me?
maybe. It's
Maybe.
potential. It's potential. I mean, between you and damn TJ Boss, the last time we were, and the last time we were all in the same building,
not back down.
the last time we were all in the same building, I didn't know which one of you was going to knock the shit out of me first. And all I did was make announcements. I'm like, why am I to blame for this?
The great man William Huckabee, aka the Incredible Huck, once said, "You have a very punchable face."
Well, that must be true.
I mean, you know,
it's okay. Like the great Ron Jeremy said, I have a very wrong area.
Don't remind me. I had to do security for him. I was the security for a convention. That was an interesting day.
Were you security for him or his piece?
Yeah. That was for the whole Ron Jeremy, unfortunately.
The whole Ron Jeremy.
The whole
Oh,
Ron
okay.
Jeremy.
You guys in here.
I'm sure he's got that thing insured.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably. I mean, if what was that dipshit that played for the Redskins? Got both his knees insured, and then Lawrence Taylor snapped him like toothpicks. Theismann, yeah, that dude's a dipshit. I don't like that guy.
Hey, now you know what I will say. Cruz, this is like what you talked about with the viral social media stuff. Now I did book another guy by the name of Lord Adrian, who I saw on the internet, who was kind of doing some of the same stuff. They've got millions and millions and millions of views. I'm not sure if you heard of him, but you know, he's like the same thing, but I feel like he's a pretty good wrestler.
Are you setting something up for Sean Cruz?
Let me say this. I can put a monkey in a tutu and get 1 million views. That doesn't make you a good wrestler. Straight up. I don't know who this guy is. I don't care. But
right.
I mean, I get it. You need views to draw whatever traffic to your website to promote the show, and that's great because that's what we're here to do. But just because you're on YouTube and you got 1 million views does not make you a great wrestler. I have to say that because that's an insult to great wrestlers like myself. But continue.
Right. Well,
yeah, I can understand that.
Mr. Cruz, like I say, I fully understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
However, we're going to move on to some more parts of the card.
Sure.
And I understand that you will be in action this weekend, and you are welcome to hang out backstage just on the rare occasion that Jay Malachi shows up.
He won't. But that's fine. I don't really have nowhere to go right now. So
all right.
We'll keep you in the loop.
Yep.
We'll
keep you in backstage. Thank you very much for coming on. It is appreciated.
You're welcome.
Definitely. Thank you, Cruz.
Man, that guy's pissed.
I would be too. Think about it this way. Think where he's coming from. You got to understand his perspective.
I get his perspective.
He was ready for Lodi, right?
He's
ready
for
Lodi.
Lodi.
This is like this big match for him. He said at the last show that this is kind of like the litmus test of where he's going to go after all that training.
But it's not just that. You also now you've got this grizzled vet and this young up and comer, 2 different eras of wrestling, 2 different generations of wrestling, 2 different styles, 2 different formats. You're talking about the professional wrestling era versus the TikTok generation, in my opinion. And these fucking people in the world, not just wrestling, broader scale here, guys. Open up your eyes and see it all. Everybody's got that TikTok mentality. That 90-second quick hit bullshit is what's hot. And I hate it because it makes everything mindless. It makes the world mindless. Oh, you don't like this? Flick next, flick next, flick next. Hey, I wonder where they got that from. Tinder, swipe, swipe, swipe. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
Well, before that, it was, the left, right, thing back in the day. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's right. It's the before times, before the COVIDs.
Still have no idea what you're talking about. But anyway.
Anyways, no,
we do have another guest in the backstage.
We do. And I love this kid. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm glad he's back on the scene. He was out for injury. And he's coming back with the force. And I get to see him do his thing this weekend. I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the one and only Gabriel Kai.
Unmute your mic. There you go.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening?
What's up?
All right.
I was waiting very patiently to speak. That was a long one. He had a lot to say.
He did.
But you can't blame the guy. You can't.
Hey, we all have our reasons. We all have our reasons of rage. I hope he heals from whatever he's dealing with because bro, man, really going through it.
And Lord Adrian's in the chat, actually.
He's in the chat.
Yep. Right here.
That's the viral fellow, right?
Yeah, that's the other viral guy.
Oh, man. You know how many clips of him was sent to me the moment people found out I wrestled? Like, oh, do you do this? But like, no, I don't bump at Walmart. I don't. Like, kudos to him because I definitely could not do that. That takes a lot of cojones.
Nadia Hunter's in the chat as well.
Miss Nadia.
Hi, Nadia. I love her.
She's amazing. She does Let Wrestling Live.
Yes, yes.
I've heard of her actually. I've heard she's
Great
fantastic.
talent, great announcer.
That's what I
Phenomenal
heard. That's why I
announcer.
heard because I heard she was a great ring
Straight
announcer.
boss.
Shout out to Nadia.
Awesome.
Yeah, Nadia has a very good voice that I like.
Cool. Hey, look, as long as she don't butcher it like I've heard some of these people butcher shit, I'm down.
Oh,
I've
close.
but I've been fortunate, man. I've been around great announcers, so I've been taught by some good ones too. So I've been fortunate. So, but anyway, Gabriel, who are you going up against this weekend?
I'm going up against the Dreadlock Demolition Machine, the former Deadlock Pro World's Champion, Bojack.
You got Bojack.
Yeah,
I do.
Sir, with all due respect, I don't know you from Adam.
Correct.
I do, however, know Bojack.
I know him too.
And I saw Bojack and TJ Boss break a 20 by 20 squared circle. I am sure that you are prepared for some things. I don't know if you're prepared for that thing.
I
Just
mean,
in my opinion.
just to make it simple, we all die at some point, and if that's gonna be the day, so be it.
I like you already.
he's going to go out
I have
fighting
that
with a
vibe.
blaze of
I have that
glory.
vibe.
I like you already. That's awesome. I like that.
People don't really know, but me and Bojack, we do go back a little bit. I do remember meeting him, I want to say in late 2018. Didn't know how young he was. I just knew there was this other guy who was about the same size as me. He had long locks back then, like he does now. And I saw him like from a distance in the ring. I was like, yo, this guy moves great. I'm trying to be like that. And I had no idea he was so young. He still is young. So he got me there. And plus, like David said, I hope I said your name right. If not, I apologize.
About time somebody says it right and puts some respect on it. I appreciate it.
I am coming back from injury. I did tear my ACL about a year ago. But I kind of been hitting the ground running the moment I was cleared. So really, I'm alright, dog. Like, y'all don't understand. I know I may look small. I'm a lean 300. So this ain't no David Goliath story. This isn't no Rey Mysterio Brock Lesnar story. This isn't who's another big small guy. It doesn't matter. This isn't one of those. It's just two big meaty men slapping meat, and that's all that people are gonna get excited for. As soon as the bell rings, my hair's gonna be wet. His hair's gonna be wet. Each time we hit, bam, splash. That's all you're gonna see. Splash, hair flying, meat slapping. It's gonna be great. I have nothing bad to say about this man. I really don't. I wish I did. Like, I don't know what kind of energy Sean Cruz was coming up in here with. I wish I had that animosity right now, but very honestly, I don't. The only thing I'm upset about is that I could count on one hand the amount of non-heavyweights that are in this battle royal to be crowned heavyweight champion, but I digress.
Ooh.
I'm not a
Gabriel,
Carolina native.
are you in the battle royal?
Hold on, sir, I'm speaking. I'm not a Carolina
I
native.
just want to make sure.
I am a proud son of a Carolina man. So hopefully one day down the road, I will challenge for the United Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. But to see that there are more than 3 folks that are under 245, that I could pretty much test that. It did bug me just a little bit. So maybe I could take that frustration and put that in my match towards Bojack. But I promise you, at the end of the day, it will be a battle of respect. And I remember Bojack did say that he is the super heavyweight ace of the Carolinas. And I'm glad. I'm glad that he is recognized. He deserves the recognition that he has earned. He didn't deserve it. He didn't freaking talk to people about it. He put the work in and he earned it. Hopefully, somewhere down the road, I can earn a title as important as that. I really don't plan on being a super heavyweight forever. Reminder, I did have an injury. So really, I gained all this mass just patiently waiting to come back to the ring. And I added on a lot of muscle. And there's a lot of size that's going to be in that ring. Now, will the ring break? I certainly hope not, because I'm going to have to talk to whoever put it together in the first place.
You're not wrong. Jay, Bojack's not here this evening. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Are you the guy I've been talking to in my DMs?
Yes.
Oh, it's good to see your face.
It's gonna be.
I know, right? I wasn't expecting this.
I didn't want to wait till Saturday to be like, all right, who's the boss?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people are on my Facebook, and I don't think you and a few others aren't. So, yeah. But I put this match together. Gabriel, I forgot. It was a female that told me about you, and I looked at some of your videos, and I said, okay, this kid.
Hold on, Mom. All right, love you. Sorry, I'm skipping dinner.
I said, this kid got some skills. Let me put him up with Bojack. You know, first show on Raleigh, I said, what the heck? Let's just put it together. You know, so Bojack was with it. You know, I believe, I'm not sure if his hand is still broken or not. I'm not sure if he recovered. Yeah, but
he's fine.
He's fine. Okay. Yeah, he said it didn't matter. He was still coming to Wreck House. So,
and you bring up a good point, and Gabriel, I apologize. I wasn't trying to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure because, as Jay said earlier, card is subject to change, and I agree with you. I think you're one of those talents that has something special. I said it when we first met. This kid has potential. He's going somewhere.
Right.
And you have the look, you have that vibe, man, and you're hungry. You're hungry, and this is gonna elevate you to a whole nother level, man. It's gonna be a hell of a matchup, and I'm excited for it. You went out in injury. I've seen you putting in the work. I've seen your videos. I've seen your posts. You're kicking ass, and I can't wait to see what you got and see what you're bringing this Saturday. I'm excited.
Thank you so much.
Definitely.
David, you're gonna have to like record this with your phone, and then we're gonna have to watch it. But yeah, you're gonna have to make sure I get this.
Yeah,
yeah, because there are certain matches on this card that even I want to see. Like I say, I'll be booked, or I'll be somewhere else this weekend. So it's one of those things where scheduling conflicts. But there's definitely some exciting stuff on this show as well. So
let's have some of the comments here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
David is jealous of your hair.
Yeah.
You're talking to Gabriel. Hey, well, look, I used
to have shorter length hair just like that.
I was gonna make a remark about how you could almost pass for an USO maybe.
I've gotten that before.
Yeah, with the hair especially.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of.
You could be Rikishi's grandson, maybe.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
You know, since David, you mentioned something, I do want to go back to that. First of all, Jay, thank you for doing what a lot of promoters are very scared to do, and that's putting a match like me and Bojack together. I really did not expect to have a match like this so soon. But I promise I'm not going to take this opportunity lightly. I don't get to be in the ring with a lot of heavyweights. I don't get to be in the ring with a lot of big men. So it's going to be a true test of myself. It's going to be a test of if I can be a true heavyweight. And I believe I can. But, David, you did say something that did make me remember. So, yeah, I was injured. And Bojack was injured recently. And in his promo, he talked about having to sit out, I believe it was like a max of 4 weeks out of action. And the entire year, last year, from February to October, I haven't been able to really do anything. I spent half that time laying on a couch because I couldn't move much. And I have watched every single achievement that Bojack freaking worked for, and it was great. I was happy for him, but that little bit of jealousy started to build, and it started to build and build and build and build. So when you compare 4 weeks to 6 months, I'm sorry, but that is like comparing ice to water. One is going to change to the next, and I promise you, I'm not one of those people who likes to go after injured areas. I'm gonna leave that hand alone. He got all that body. There's a lot of spots I can hit, but he is coming off of a huge loss of a title. I am coming off of a loss of time. And time is very valuable these days. You don't get it back. So when I do meet Bojack in this ring, I'm going to take however much time we have, however much time I'm allowed to have in that ring with him. And I'm going to make sure that all the time that I missed, it was worth it just for this one match, even if I don't win. Normally, one would be confident and say, I will win. I'm going to be honest with you. Just like homeboy said on the couch. I'm sorry, I did not hear your name. I see your name is hashtag the Saint. The Saint. Yes, sir. I don't know if I'm going to win. I really don't care. I want people to remember my name at the end of the match, at the end of the night. I want people to ask more about Gabriel Kai. I want to be in places that I should have been before I've got injured. You know how many times an email has gotten ignored, rejected? It happens. It's the business. I see someone like Bojack. He's a super heavyweight. He is moving like a super cruiserweight. It is absolutely insane. And you know who else can do that? Me. I have always been able to do that. Maybe I don't know the right people. Maybe I'm not brown nosing enough. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Maybe I need to cut my hair. Maybe that's what needs to change.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't that's the look.
No,
Are you sure?
I think the issue is that people don't see how much of a diamond you are. That's on them.
After this match, people will know who you are.
Exactly. This matchup is going to put you out there. This matchup is going to make you shine.
That has, and not only that, to be fair with you, the other trick, like especially from what I've learned in my brief time in professional wrestling, because understand that I've only been active since like 1920, right there at that turn of the year. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said 1920.
No, 2019, 2020, right there. Sorry, not 1920. I'm old, not that old, but anyway,
that would explain a lot.
It would. Well, I mean, most of the music I listen to is from the 1940s, but that's me. Anyway, the one thing I've discovered is timing and placement, being at the right place at the right time and meeting the right people. If the right people see you, that look, that
seeing me,
that vibe, that's all it takes.
And I told you that. I told you that. I see it, man.
I'll say it on air because I don't give a shit about what anybody hears me say on air.
All right.
This show this has never been the one you want to let your kids watch. If I'm coming on here pissed off, I even put out an extra thing. Hey, go tuck them in before you come in. Go tuck them in, put them to bed before you step into here. You don't want them hearing what I'm about to say.
That could go on a shirt. Sorry, go ahead.
It should have. Well, my current shirts that are out are badass, so I'm not changing that right now. They're just.
I do want to mention one thing that Gabriel said prior. I want to piggyback on. I'm not like most wrestling promoters who are so demanding, so arrogant. I'm very lenient. You know, I believe in every wrestler, and I believe in giving everybody a chance who deserves it. So I will put that out there. And if there's anybody here that's watching that wants a shot, come holler at me. You know, I'm easy to work with. Everybody can tell you that so far.
Yeah, I could vouch for that. Like the moment I DM'd him, asked him to send him my resume, he didn't even take long getting back to me, and he's been very well. Like, what's the word? Very responsive in communication. You don't get that enough in wrestling nowadays, so I really do appreciate that. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. If something does happen to this ring, I cannot afford to pay for any repairs. I'm just keeping it I'm keeping it bluntly now. I'm broke. That's why I'm wrestling. But I will do my best to keep everything as neat as it could possibly be so that the next match can go. I mean, it's gonna suck. I'm just letting you know, it's gonna suck.
I'm a little confused by this because a comment just came in and they're saying hello to you.
To me.
Do you know who Chris Valo is?
Man, I ain't gonna cap. I don't know a lot of these names up here. I only know Nadia.
Okay. because he said hello, Gabriel, like he knows you. So that's what had me. Yeah.
I'll feel bad if I don't remember him. Hold up. Who?
Chris Valo. Trust me, you can't fucking get away from that guy.
No.
He goes by locally hated for a reason.
Oh, so I don't know that guy then. I don't really hate people. I hate gas prices, but I don't hate people.
You haven't met him then.
Hate is a very strong word, bro.
Anyway, look, we
gotta
catch up on this card, man. So Gabriel, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, let me throw something at you. I'm going to talk to you. We'll link up. I think I see some great things in you, man.
You could have just DM'd me that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You could have just texted me.
No. We're talking here live, so the people know. Because
did y'all tell him to use that green screen?
No, he's used that shit since day one. And by the way, thanks for saying it was a couch, but it's actually a massage recliner that I'm sitting in. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds very expensive. Again, I'm broke. I'll talk to y'all on Saturday. Y'all be blessed.
Thank you, Gabriel. We'll be in touch.
All right.
Jay, I have to say, that's rude.
Fellow said, fuck off, Ron. And then Nadia said, that's Tommy Django's partner. Yeah. From the Heart Killers, right?
Yeah.
That's their tag. Yeah.
Great tag team. I've seen them.
Yeah, they can wrestle their ass off, but Chris Valo is about the biggest prick in independent professional wrestling regionally. So that's why locally hated fits the bill for that dickhead. Anyway, Jay, we got to catch up on your card because we're drawing on this segment.
I have to tell you, great choice on Gabriel Kai on that matchup. This is going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a kaiju battle. It's going to be a brawl. Something's going to break.
You will never guess who fucking showed up backstage.
Wow. Really? Oh, I like this.
Hold on. We're gonna. You guys, you got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes, Jay. I'm giving you a time limit. What's up, Jay Malachi? Holy shit!
Is Crew still back?
Hey. Oh, he's still in the backstage area.
He's backstage, but he's not on camera.
Let me tell you, Sean is a little upset, Jay, about the change up here. I don't know if you got to hear some of it or if you were around for it, but he's gonna take it to you. And what is your game plan here? What's going on in your head with this matchup? You put yourself in his line of sight. Are you ready for what he has coming for you, bro?
I mean, wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You live, baby.
All right, cool. Honestly, I didn't get to hear anything that he said. But from what I heard from what I was told, apparently he seems a little confident.
Who showed
you know
up?
What I'm saying?
But there he is.
At the end of the day, he's been in the business for a minute.
What's up, kid?
So he might have a little advantage of me, but a little experience. But at the end of the day, all I gotta do is tire him out. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on, Saint? Hello.
Jay, he's here. We can hear you. We can hear you, and we can hear Jay Malachi.
I can't hear anybody but you.
You can't hear anybody but me?
Yeah, I hear you. I see David moving. Jay's just like frozen. Is he that scared that he's frozen?
Oh, well, Jay, Sean says that, are you scared that you're frozen? Because apparently you're not showing up on his feed.
It's literally just him frozen.
Nah, I mean, I get. I mean, that's tough. Maybe he needs some new. I mean, this ain't like 1964 no more, bro.
It doesn't matter anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what he's saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like he can't.
Maybe I can go back and watch it at work. I don't know. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi. Maybe it's just screwed up. I don't know.
Yep, that's possible. It is quite possible with that many people in here. It's like
it's like the Brady brunch.
Can you tell me what he's saying?
He's saying he heard you had a lot of shit to say, and that was about it.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna just tire you out. That's
he said you've been in the business for a minute, and because of that, you're old and tired, and he's gonna exhaust you, and then he's just gonna beat you.
Well, he needs to know that I'm almost 42 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life.
He said Sean said he's 42 years old. He's in the best shape of his life.
I literally just wrestled 11 matches in one weekend in 3 days.
That's true.
Traveled I don't know how many thousand miles. And not only that, wrestled 10 matches. And the 11th one was the Battle Royal, which I started number 1, lasted over 35 minutes in, and made it to the final 4. So if he thinks I'm getting tired, once again, just like everybody that thinks that he's going to go in there and make a highlight reel of me, he's got another thing coming. And and nothing against him. All respect. I like Jay. But all that goes out the window once you're stepping across the ring from me. And after I beat him and embarrassed him, well, I was gonna say we could go out and grab a beer together, but he's not even 21, I don't think. So we can't do that. I'll get a beer. We'll get him a juice box or a juice box.
Jay, so apparently you can hear him. You can hear him now.
Oh yeah.
I see him. No. He saw me and he ran away again. There he is. Hey, buddy.
How you doing, old man? You doing good?
Oh man, okay, yeah.
What are your thoughts, Jay?
I'm doing good, kid. How are you? Isn't it past your bedtime? I'm amazing. Wait. Isn't it past your bedtime? Shouldn't you be asleep by now?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
I heard what you said, and
sure.
Like I said, there's a lot of respect for you, you know.
Dude.
But at the end of the day, you're saying that you had 11 matches this weekend or this past weekend, which is crazy. Not a lot of people can say that, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the indie scene. But we're talking about the same person that's about to retire in a couple months. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly, but that's due to some personal stuff that I'd appreciate if you wouldn't talk about. So,
and look, that's possibly, but
it won't be you putting me in retirement, that's for sure.
And we'll find out this weekend, won't we?
We will, and I want everybody to show up so we can.
Damn.
I want to prove it in front of everybody.
I got you. I guarantee you, I'll prove it. I'll prove it to anybody.
Okay.
I'll prove it to everybody.
Let's go.
Jay, I have to ask you because Malachi, Jay, the owner, put it in the chat. Who wants to go one-on-one, Sean Cruz? What in your mind made you say, I want that match? I want it.
Well, like I said, he's been in the business for a long time. And I feel like if I can prove to anybody or prove to even UPW management that I'm one of the best, you know what I'm saying? And I can prove to you that I am the best. Why not go against Sean Cruz? He scouts out every talent he goes against. I've seen him study, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's going to get somebody next weekend, trust and believe he's going to know your moveset from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I also know facts. But at the end of the day, I also know that I'm a different person. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be stuff that probably nobody has ever seen done this Saturday. So Sean might be ready for me, but he don't know everything I have in my bag.
Well, kid, hey, I'm going to put it this way, like I did against Lodi last week when I told him I thought I was wrestling him. I've actually got another match that day at 2:00 in Clayton. So not only am I going to beat whoever they put in front of me there, then I'm going to go on to beat you. And that's going to prove how much better I am. That not only did I beat the first guy, but I beat the great Jay Malachi in the same night. And if some reason you can get past me on the second match, well, that's because I was too tired from beating the other guy's ass first. Don't get it twisted.
We got some excuses.
Get it twisted.
We got some excuses.
Nah, it ain't like that. I'm just saying. Facts is facts.
I'm not blaming you, but I know for a fact that I had a whole track meet one show, and I still came to a show 2 hours away, and I still beat the world famous cheeseburger. So, you know what I'm saying? Still had a great match. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that you're using it as an excuse, but I can't.
So look, I'm gonna put it like this: all everything aside, come out to the show on June 3rd. You're gonna get your money's worth. Definitely between me and this kid, but also the rest of the card is really stacked, and I'm really excited to be a part of this show. So everybody needs to come on out June 3rd for real.
Do it. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you coming on. We only got like a few minutes left. Let me finish it up with Jay, the owner here. Thank you so much for coming on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, little bro. I'll see you Saturday.
definitely.
I'll see you Saturday, Sean.
See you Saturday, boys.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck to both of you.
Yes, definitely.
Well, that was intense. That was intense.
This is going to be violent.
Yeah. Now, I know we have a little bit of time left, but I just wanted to speak on a few other cards. Well, we went over Mark James, Alex Evans, and Meeks and Watts yesterday.
Yeah.
So another one I have Jada Stone versus Amira Rose. That match is going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Wow.
For the
Nadia
women.
Hunter throwing her prediction that Amira will be the new champion.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're both times. I watched them both. So
Jay, I have to ask because Miss Nadia is in the chats. Is she going to be at ringside? Is she allowed to be? Are you going to allow that or not? Or just
you said who?
Is Nadia going to be at ringside with Amira? Are you going to let that slide? Are you cool with that?
Planned, but if she wants to, she definitely can.
I like this guy. He's like his card subject to change. Shit happens. I like him.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
All right.
You're not hitting bad notes on my boat.
No, not at all.
Right. So, and then of course we have the main event. I actually sent the live to them. I don't know if they're backstage, but Sin Cara and Juventud Guerrero. Sin Cara was originally supposed to face Fodder, but Fodder is in NWA. I believe that's what it is. In Winston-Salem that night.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, who could I put up against him? It really was going to be Lucky Ali. But I said, being that I have radio commercials on the Spanish channel, let me get another, Hispanic wrestler. So that's why I got Juventud Guerrero. So, and it's like, when I put that together, the tickets just started going and going and going, so that's going to be a really good match. And
it'd be fantastic.
Sin Cara is actually putting his championship belt on the line from IOCW. So, that's going to be real good. Whoa. Real good main event.
That's huge, man. That's gold on the line. You have two incredible athletic, I want to say, legends in their own right, coming one-on-one, and you're having that highlighted here as your first inaugural show for UPW. That's money. That's fantastic. Fantastic.
All right. So you've got the main event. You've talked about Amira and Jada. You've got the tag match. You've got Sean Cruz against Malachi. You've got Bojack and Kai. What? Jesus, what else? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
Hot 97.9 chiming in from YouTube.
That's my boy there. That's the owner of Hot 97. His name is DY. We actually have a outside event at his venue on July 1st. So,
well, I need to get with him anyway. Tell me why. I know I have a face for radio, so we need to make this a radio show. Definitely. I got an idea. I got a full thing written out.
We have a whole segment.
I have a whole show written. You know this. You read the script and proofread it, and you were like, "Holy shit, this is
money. It's fantastic. It's money."
Yeah, he listen. If it makes what I had to say, if it makes dollars, it makes sense.
It makes sense. You damn right it does.
Now you just added one other matchup, which I'm excited for. These guys have been going at it. It has been quite the rivalry. I was there when it started at Firestar. You have Jamal the Titan going one-on-one against Maurice Moss.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I had no idea they had a rivalry. I had no idea, none whatsoever. I actually got Jamal from Bob Keller. I said, "Hey, I have an opening for a pre-show. Can you send me somebody?" He sent him, and Maurice had just so happened to email me, and I was like, "You know what? Let me get this kid a chance against him." And then I found out that they're actually related. And they had a rivalry going on. So I said, "Oh, this is going to be awesome."
and
that makes sense.
He's a Keller guy, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's
like
great.
Bob, dude. I've had conversations with Bob Keller, and he will break everything down to a level for anybody to understand. Even Valo threw it up. Hashtag Keller guy. That's right.
Look, hey, Jamal's an excellent talent. He's a
Look at this.
monster in the ring.
He said, "You're Alex Evans said you're welcome."
Money. Oh, thank you, Alex. Again.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the last match I didn't say is actually Lord Adrian versus Will Bannon in a hardcore match for our hardcore championship. So that's going to be good because, and I picked Lord Adrian because, like I said, he's been viral online, and all I see him is in Walmart and Home Depots and chair shots, tables, everything. So I said that's going to be good.
What I like is that the card has so many different flavors of that it's not going to be a boring show. You know, you have different matches. You have a tag match. You have a hardcore match. You have a great women's division starting up. It's going to be a hell of a show. And he's just building it up, building up until this great climax between Hoovy and Sin Cara. I can't wait.
The hell is he doing? Is he getting something? Oh, he must have. Oh, shit!
Look at that. Mira, que nice. Que shiny.
The belts are being unveiled.
Hardcore championship.
Okay.
You know, just to start it out with, I'm just lying, you know. I actually like this one more than all the other ones, honestly. But
I mean, I like the red strap, but I mean, if you saw me in my suit, you'd understand.
That's really nice. I was expecting for you to show up the belts like that.
Yeah, man. You know, it's live, so
it's live, man.
Live.
It's true.
It's live.
Dude, we always get the new belts unveiled on here.
I know. It's so nice.
Yeah. And I will say, I know we're a little bit over time. I will say, September 9th, the Saint. I would love to have you on that show. If you want to put that up, you can.
Oh, he's allowed me to.
Yeah. Go give him a sneak peek. Give him a sneak peek.
Now, look, here's the other thing. You know, you said something about July, so I'm assuming that's July the 1st.
July the 1st. I'm actually teaming up with Ice.
I've worked for Ice. I was there ring announcer last time. I can't make their next show. I have a family thing on that weekend. However, July the 1st. I just checked my Palm Pilot. Looks like I ain't got shit. So if you want to talk about July the 1st, we can damn sure do that.
It's like we did have a bit of a meeting for that, actually.
Yeah.
But
we had him and I, you know, David and I had a conversation about July 1st just last night.
And that was kind of just of a pop-up with July 1st. And like I said, the owner of Hot 97 is actually his complex. He has an outside
amphitheater type thing? Like an amphitheater type of thing?
You can say that. It's not too big, it's not too small.
Cool.
You know, about 400 people can fit comfortably out there.
That's not bad.
Right.
That's not bad.
That's
That's
not
a
bad
pretty decent. That's a nice venue, actually. Think about it compared to.
Hey, look, we'll definitely have a conversation.
Definitely. So just
most
check your Palm Pilot for September 9th as well.
I actually got to look at the book for September 9th. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got to look in the book, and that's in the book is in my gear bag, which I don't take out of my car.
I think you sent me something. Am I allowed to show this? You give me the okay for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
He just dropped this, and this is just the kind of promoter he is, dropping bombs here. He's talking about September. He just sent me the poster for it. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Uncensored, September 9th. He just asked you to be a part of this. Look at that poster.
Buff Bagwell. Holy shit, Batman. Yeah. In the words of somebody else we've worked around in this area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks badass. Uncensored coming up September 9th.
And with Uncensored, I will say this. You know, I have Bobby Fish, Buff Bagwell, but there will be a steel cage match between I also have Alex Kane. I'm not sure if y'all remember him or heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of Alex Kane.
yeah. So I have him come in. Steel cage match. Bojack will be in that steel cage, and I'm undecided on the other two, but it will be a triple threat cage match. So
well, we know what we'll talk to you about that too. We could probably throw some ideas, throw some people your way regarding that, man. What I have to say is that this is your first show in Raleigh, and you're already thinking ahead, 3 shows ahead.
yes, sir.
Like chess game wise, and you already have a stat card for September. You're dropping bombs here live, just so you know. So the fans just got to see it. Are tickets available for this yet?
They will be available after June 3rd show.
Okay.
There you heard that here first. Tickets for that will be available June 3rd. And the other way to get it, come see this weekend. Raleigh. If you're in the Raleigh area, North Carolina area, come see us UPW this Saturday.
And I will say one thing before we go. We changed venues a couple of times, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Kevin, man, with the Boys and Girls Club, who is actually a huge wrestling fan. So when I brought the idea to him, I didn't have to explain no more. He just granted us permission to do all our events at the Boys and Girls Club. So that's our home in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Right on.
Salute him. It puts the Boys and Girls Club out there. I know they had a few kids sign up just off the wrestling promotion. So that's a good deal.
That's cool. That is cool shit. Seriously.
We do have, and I know we're running a little long, but we do have the Jamal, who's been trying to get on. We're having issues here. I'm going to send him the link real quick because he was the final one of the last matches here. I do apologize for Chris Valo in the background real quick.
You fucking, what are you talking about? There's nobody backstage. What are you talking about? There's nobody backstage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the comments here because
you were looking at the comments. Yes.
Yeah, Clifford Stanley. My bad. We're just waiting on Jamal to jump in real quick, have his thoughts about Maurice, about this matchup, and we'll move on.
Good.
We only got to see the one belt. Can we see the other one?
Yeah, this is the women's. Still got the plastic on it, but this is the women's. Just something simple for now.
Right on.
Okay.
I had ordered another belt, but I was scammed. It's a lot of, no offense, but he was like an Indian guy, and he said he makes belts and showed me pictures of belts. So I said, okay, cool. Send him a deposit, and I got blocked. So,
man, look, I will get you hooked up with some of the people that I know that do this for making belts. Well, let me rephrase that. Cole McBee at Pro Wrestling Union, his new junior heavyweight title is stunning. He got that one made. That's his most recent title he's had made, and it is gorgeous. And then Jimmy Ward at AWL had a fantastic belt made as well for his heavyweight title. And when I tell you that those are some banging belts, I'll send you some pictures too, so that way you have reference. But I'll get up with Cole and see if I can figure out who made those belts, and that way we'll get that info to you.
Sounds good. I appreciate that.
That way you ain't got to deal with a scammer. You can deal with somebody has quality work.
Correct.
Because I always try to find somebody local too, and
you might have to forget. You might have to forget that part. You might have to forget the local part. I don't know about that. I try to buy local too, dude. Really do.
True.
But in the end, look at the phone you're using. It ain't local.
Yeah.
You want to use a quality product every now and then. It ain't gonna be from here.
True.
So, man, listen. Thank you very much for joining us. Greatly appreciate
it. Yes, sir. Definitely.
And we'll be talking soon.
Most definitely. We do have some comments here.
Having me on and Unleashed this Saturday, June 3rd, the Boys and Girls Club.
Yep. And you said you had some comments, David. Roll through them comments.
Let's see. There's like awesome looking belts.
Yep.
Miss Nadia Hunter, I want to hear Jamal talk about crushing Maurice. I don't blame her. Alex Evans with the claps.
Joshua Rip Cannon for the win in the 10-man battle royal. Okay.
All right.
How about some damn tag titles? Look.
Do you have some tag titles?
Not yet, but they will be available September 9th. The flyer that you posted, I we're going to announce that it is going to be Mark James and Alex Evans versus AC Divine and another tag team. It's going to be like a trio.
Okay.
So you got Brutality Inc. versus the Divine Dynasty.
And I have another. I reached out to, WWE teams for another tag team that's going to be in it as well. So,
well, damn.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not playing around, man. So,
yeah. Right on. Well, once again, sir, thank you very much. Best of luck this weekend, and you and I will be talking very soon.
Definitely. Thank you so much, guys.
Coming on.
All right. Thank you. Dude, that guy's cool as shit. Okay.
Well,
the guy's just cool. So, and like Kai said, Kai made a remark about, he's seemed like a cool promoter, easy to talk to, things like that. Dude,
true.
Like I said, luckily, I've had good luck with that with promoters. So I've had great luck with that with promoters. So it's cool to add another one. But anyway, bro, we got to move on. We got to talk about the next thing we talk about tonight. And that is we got Antonio Morgan chilling backstage. I can't believe you said the wrong name earlier.
Well, I was reading the comments, so that's on me.
Yeah, and you know that fucker would not come anywhere near the show because he hates me so much. He would never. He wouldn't want to discuss his phone. I was surprised he was in the comments, but he must have just got on. He must have saw your stream and commented on your stream because he hates me so bad.
It sounds about right.
That's about accurate, right? So, but anyway.
Just a heads up, I did try to resend that link because it looks like some people are having issues with the connection for it.
I don't know why, because everybody else is working. Look, what's up, Antonio Morgan?
Yo, what's up?
Man, look, you got a hell of a matchup coming up this weekend. You're going up against Chris Valo at the David Cody Memorial. And, I did do my due diligence, and I did send Chris Valo an invite to this. I would have never suspected him to show up because he fucking hates me. So I know he doesn't want to be here. Motherfucker, you're shitting me. David, is he really backstage right now? Did he just pop in?
Yeah, well, you said to send a link, so yeah.
That still doesn't mean I expected his ass to show up. God damn it. This is going to make the show fucking.
Well, I mean,
really
you said you like.
I need a drink.
Look, man, you said you like controversy. Okay, that's on you.
Fuck.
All right.
All right. Okay. I'm prepared. Let's bring Valo. Chris Valo, welcome to the show.
What up?
All right. So you two have a match this weekend, and I got to say it this way. Valo, I've known you for years, unfortunately, and I'm sure that's a mutual feeling between the both of us.
Yeah. You said you have shirts? Wait, you said you have shirts made? You made shirts?
I have t-shirts made. No, this isn't it. This is not it.
Let me see it. I know it's not it, but let me see your shirt.
They're in the car. They stay in. They're for sale. You want to see one? You can buy one Saturday.
Good. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, bro.
I'm sure you do. But anyway, listen. I do have to say one thing, and I'm going to give you a compliment. I'm actually going to give you two compliments here. So, prepare yourself emotionally for that. Number one, when it comes to asshole heels in wrestling, there's Chris Valo at the top of the fucking list, and then there's everybody else who tries.
Yeah.
That's one. And that's in all sincerity. There's nobody that pisses off people more than Chris Valo. That's one. Two is you have done an incredible job of trying to get yourself into better physical condition. It's been noticed.
Fucking calling me fat? What the fuck?
No, I might have said you were, but I didn't say you are.
Oh, okay? This fucking show is ass backwards.
I'm actually giving you a compliment saying that you have worked on yourself, getting yourself in better physical shape for wrestling. So that's me giving you a compliment.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're welcome. Anyway, so Antonio and Chris, you two are going at it this weekend. This is a AWL sanctioned matchup. Antonio Morgan undefeated in AWL. Chris, have you had a singles match in AWL yet?
No.
Okay. And how are you doing this year as a singles competitor?
I mean, the bookings are bookings, bro.
I mean, are you holding titles currently? Are you,
Do you not? You follow me on social media. Shut the fuck up. You know what belts I have. Don't.
You got the.
Hold that thought. What's up, Antonio? Fuck that guy. What's up, Antonio?
Locally hated. What's up?
Yeah. Hold. Oh man. Maybe pull out the heat. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus. Okay. All right. So the one you have is the one you're holding right now is WrestleForce Heavyweight.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. I
Second
knew that one.
WrestleForce Tag Team Champion.
And now this one I do recognize.
And this one, I have a chairs match tomorrow for this.
I thought about spending my money to come down there to watch whoever beat you with a chair.
Yeah, you should.
I considered it.
You're giving him money and giving him ideas.
Just sounds like you're broke.
Support.
That sounds like.
No, I'm not broke. It's just, do I really want to drive an hour to come down there and watch somebody whip your ass with a chair?
An hour? Yeah, no, it ain't that bad.
It is. It's right at an hour.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, it's not. I've done way worse, and so have you. You have to drive way worse to get to there than I have to drive to get there. But anyway.
Anyway, continue.
So you're going up against an undefeated man when it comes to AWL. How do you feel going into that?
Man, I am feeling great. But y'all seem to forget is, I had a hand in training Dwight. So I know all his weaknesses and all his little flaws in pro wrestling. I know those because I was there. We sweated, we busted our asses. We were in there winter, spring, summer. It didn't matter. The barn was still 100 and something degrees. So everyone, he's undefeated. That doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so him being undefeated does not matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And you had a hand in training him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
ask him. Ask him. Am I wrong?
Is this a student versus master type of situation?
No.
Or this is kind of
no. We are all on the same grind together. You know what I mean? Like we were all coming up at the same time. So I wouldn't say necessarily student versus master, but I've watched, I've studied, have had to. You know what I mean? Like I was kind of forced to. So I know where he lacks and where he doesn't.
So you know what to avoid in that ring. Okay. Antonio, what do you got to say about this?
Yeah, you know what? Past 3 years, I've trained with Valo. We traveled together. He does know my strengths, my weaknesses, my flaws. He's champion in different promotions. You know what? When it comes to AWL, that's my throne. It's my house. I'm my AWL champion, but that's still my house. So he's coming to my house.
Fair.
Well, you are currently in the contenders pool, which eventually somebody from that will earn a title shot against their current heavyweight champion in Brino Royce. Now, with this matchup coming this weekend, this is part of the David Cody Memorial. It's a huge show, 11 matches going on in this one show. This is ridiculous. It's a insurmountable amount of talent on one show, right? What does it mean to be a part of that event? Antonio, you can go. Antonio, you can go first.
One is an honor. You know, I never got the chance to meet David Cody, but just hearing things about him, so I can tell you now, it's an honor on the show. So when I step in the ring with Valo, I got a chip on my shoulder. One, I got to make sure, I got to make sure that I could prove that I belong with the best of the best. You know, Valo's the best. He's one of the best. I give it to him, but I'm going to show him I can hang with him, not just hang with him. I'm going to run circles around him. He's talking about his cardio. He's talking he's in shape. I know I'll blow him up.
Okay.
Big words from that big ass head of his. I'll tell you
He's
that.
gonna blow you up. So he already has a game plan coming in. All right.
Yeah. Big words from that big ass head.
All right, Valo, what you got to say?
Man, yeah. I've met David Cody a couple times. We were part of the first show last year, I believe. And I hope we can continue to do these shows, hopefully with my tag partner, Tommy Django. More, especially next year. But, you know, it is what it is. And I'm ready for Saturday. There's a lot of good wrestling happening this weekend.
Dude, this weekend's full.
Yeah,
welcome to wrestling in the Carolinas, man.
Yeah, you got APW tomorrow. You got NWA. You got UPW, and you got the David Cody show on Saturday. It's a lot of wrestling. I don't know about Sunday. That's night 2 of the Crockett Cup.
Yeah, day 2 of the Crockett Cup for NWA. Yeah, it's a ridiculous weekend for this area. Yeah,
it's real good wrestling.
Well, you know, this is part of the conversation we were having last night. I believe wrestling's on where everybody's riding a wave up right now. So it's one of those things where everybody's riding the wave and everybody's trying to respectfully get their shit in. So, because when the wave crashes, you know, the bottom feeders ain't going to be around no more. It's going to be the top guys that last and the top guys that stay in. So.
But yeah, Antonio, Saturday. It's going to be me and Antonio have had one match previously. And I had to knock him out with a belt. So I hope I don't have to do the same thing on Saturday.
Where was that?
Who's from? So
where was that at?
In Orangeburg.
Okay, so you two went at it in Orangeburg.
Yeah, his hometown, his backyard,
his hometown.
So when I first started,
do what? You talking to me or him?
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah,
yeah.
So back when you first started, he cracked you in the head with a belt and beat you.
Nah, I mean, he got DQ'd. I got DQ'd, but you know, I'll take it.
Right. So anyway, one would wonder what happens in AWL and their ranking system if Valo is able to defeat the undefeated Antonio. Does that kind of put Valo in that conversation for the number 1 contenders pool?
I should have been in there already, but
you should have been in it already. Okay. Well, you haven't had a singles match at AWL yet.
Tag match. I've had tag matches. There's no tag belts, so I mean, we can make that happen.
Well, yet.
They're working on it. For last I heard, right? They're still getting something.
Last I heard, they were still being drawn up. So yeah, it's something.
Love that.
Yeah.
Oh man, boys, I'm excited to whoop Antonio Morgan's ass this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't get too excited.
I'm gonna knock that big ass head off his shoulders. Can't wait.
Now, so you two have known each other for years. You've trained together. You've ridden together. This is going to be a very familiar matchup. What are you going to do to make this match stand apart from the other 10 on the card?
Me personally, I mean, it's me. I'm in there, you know what I mean? Like, name, I feel like no matter what show I'm on, no matter what match I have, the one person who always stands out and the one person who the fans always leave talking about is me.
That's because they hate you, right?
Well, whatever the case may be, that's a shoot. You know what I mean? I've always had people coming up to me, complimenting me, no matter what show I'm on. So that alone, right there, of me who I am, should be the answer. But
Antonio, what do you have to say?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Valo definitely gonna bring attention to this match. Definitely the fans hate him. I hate him. I sent you invites to my baby birthday party. You ain't even respond. So guess what?
I ain't going. I ain't
The baby,
trying.
the baby hates you.
But you know what though? You ain't gotta go. Guess what? You gonna have a black eye after this weekend. I don't want you
Nice.
to think like that.
Not nice at all. Well, this is pretty fucking rude. It's only Saturday. You're gonna give me a black eye after Sunday? What the fuck?
You have to perform Sunday as well?
Maybe. You never know.
Yeah, full weekend, man.
Well, no. So here's the thing. We talking about David Cody. Yes. We're talking about that show. Yes. But you also have the floor that if you want to say something about, oh, well, you already mentioned Friday night you're going to be in a chairs match at APW Chester.
Yes, sir.
So there's that. People know that they can see you Friday night and Saturday now.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can see you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because
Yeah.
you have something Sunday.
Well, we'll see. If anything, I just show up to shows and see what happens. So,
I found that works too.
yeah. It's a good little, especially if you're not busy or anything like that, and you find a local show. Works out.
I mean, there's so much going on. Like you mentioned, there's like 3 or 4, 6.
Well,
different
Sunday,
shows.
the tag team, you should show up at the Crockett Cup.
Show up.
Right. Never mind. I mean, I can hit up AJ and let him know you're coming. That's about the best I got. Like, hey.
Yeah. No, but that's good stuff. Good
He's
stuff.
the only
But
person I know there.
Antonio, anything else you got to say about me and this little banger we're supposed to have on Saturday, as the kids say?
All I can say, get your popcorn ready, because you know what? It ain't gonna be a wrestling match. It's gonna be a fight. I already know I can't out wrestle Valo. I'm gonna have to fight you. That's what I'm gonna do.
We got to fight.
Well, here's the other thing. You two are probably the big man matchup of the show. In my opinion, you guys are the two largest competitors together in a match. With that being said, I think that the crowd is going to get a hell of a contest between two big men throwing meat.
Their money's
That's
worth?
one. Well, they were getting their money's worth the moment they stepped through the door anyway. Look at the poster and it tells you.
True.
That's done. This show is huge. I don't think there's been a card this big down here.
Mm-mm.
Not
No.
that's made logical sense.
Yeah.
It's like what? Right?
It's 11.
matches.
11 matches. I don't think there's been a wrestling show in this area that's been that big that there wasn't wrestlers wrestling 3 and 5 times, which Valo, you and I have seen in person. Thank God that night we were together was only 8 and not 10 like it was the time before that.
But still.
Exactly. But I digress. My point is it's a huge show. And with everybody having so much on the line, that's why my big question for everybody is always, what are you going to do to stand out? What are you going to do to stand out in front of TV talent being in there with you as well? It's an extra level of, oh shit,
Gotta have your shit together.
Yeah.
Does serious question for both of you, and you can answer it however you want. Does that play a role with you at all? Does that do anything here?
Let me answer that first. Chris relates to this. We trained with Bob Keller. Fortunately, our trainer, he exposed us to, working with Impact Plus tapings and just traveling a lot, working in front of the big names. So us being on the show, it's a privilege, but we've been in that spotlight. We've started from day one in that spotlight. So we're actually destined for this.
You know,
Destined. All right.
I personally think like Antonio said, like our trainer has given us these opportunities to be around like top tier talent at these shows and everything like that. And we were always told ears open, mouth shut. So we were always taught ears open, mouth shut. And we've collectively, I think everyone who's trained, you know, with Bob, has picked up a lot of knowledge that a lot of these guys don't have. And a lot of these guys don't care to know, you know what I mean? Um, so while I feel like we do need to have like everyone should be on their A game Saturday, um, it's also an opportunity to learn and pick up advice when, you know, saying if someone's watching your match, whatever.
Very, you know, I appreciate the reality of the answer. Yeah, I'll say that. I do appreciate the sincerity in there. Guys, I don't know what else to ask you
Yeah, I
because
mean,
it's there's been so much build up to this. We've been at it. I've been at it all week with this. It's insane.
it's been building up. It's accumulated to this moment right here. You said it's been destined for some time. You two, you know, learning from the same teacher, grinding together, working together, learning each other. It's now comes to this pitiable moment right now. Who's going to walk away? Who's going to be the one to walk away with the W here? And it's going to happen this weekend. And I think it's going to be one of those big clash moments. It's going to be a classic. And I'm excited for this. You're going to have to fill me in on this one because I can't be there because I'm going to be at the other show. So, yeah.
I will be sure to get this one to you as quickly as
This
I
is
can.
much needed footage after.
Oh, there's a lot of matches on this card that I'm genuinely excited for. This one is one because I know how much of a bastard Chris Valo is, and I know how much of a powerhouse Antonio Morgan is. So to see the
Clash of
quintessential
Styles.
good versus evil going against each other, you know, quintessentially that's what I'm talking about here. To see it come out of these two, the ultimate good guy in Antonio and the ultimate dickhead in Chris Valo, it's one of those things where you can't get away from it. It's got to be something special. So I've been very highly invested in this matchup since it was announced. Since you were announced as Antonio's opponent, I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna love this." So, and it's because of knowing the both of you and seeing the both of you the last couple of years. So I already know what I'm in for. The crowd needs to just be ready. They're
Yeah,
going to
I
want to
mean,
go to the bathroom beforehand. They're going to want to have their drinks and their food. They might not want to have drinks or food because they might throw the shit. I don't know. But this is one of those matchups I'm sincerely excited for.
Yeah,
Should be fun.
it's gonna be it sounds like it's gonna be a fun match. The fans are the ones who are winning out on this. I mean, I said it earlier, Clash of Styles. You have, you know, the high velocity, high flying, speedy technicality of Chris Valo. You have the powerhouse, the strength, the tenacity of Antonio. It could go either way.
Yeah, Chris is as violent and pissy as they come, so he's going to do anything he can to win. Antonio is a powerhouse wrestler, and he will beat you till you can't move anymore.
You can't run if you hit you hard enough.
I've seen Antonio throw 3 grown-ass men at one time, and that's not a bullshit statement. And I'm not fluffing the guy. I'm dead-ass serious. I've seen him throw 3 fucking people at once, and he moved one of them about 8 feet. So
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. This has a lot. This has got a lot to it, man. Gentlemen, do you have anything you would like to say to each other?
Go ahead, Green Boy.
Oh, Green Boy, I like that. You know what? I respect my veteran. But you know what, Valo? I respect you. I know what you're capable of. Like I said, I'm coming in Saturday with a chip on my shoulder. I got so much to prove, not just to myself, to my kids, and to the whole locker room. That I can hang with the best.
I gotta prove the same shit though. Like don't pull the whole my kids, my career, my life. Don't do that shit,
Got
dog.
your belts.
We fighting for the same shit, so don't even.
That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to.
You gotta try harder than that.
Go come.
Ooh.
Once I
Bellows,
on to the next one.
On to the next one. So you got 3. Balor's sitting over there with 3 belts. Antonio's sitting here with none. And
damn.
And you're saying you want to get past him so you can get on to 1.
There you go.
Chris?
You have to try a little harder than what you're trying right now, buddy.
It's bad when you stack them and they slide around.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's showing off the nice belts there. Very nice.
Here's the thing about this, though. And we brought this up last night, or I brought it up last night. You know, when you put those in a gear bag and you go to get it on an airplane, man, it sucks because you got to pay more money for the heavier weight of your baggage.
Damn, y'all are getting flights.
I mean, I just had to fly to Texas like 2 weeks ago. So yeah.
I wish someone was paying for my flights.
Hey man, true. Look, you know,
it happens. It's happened. Yeah,
it does. It just happened for David a couple months back.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
So it's one of those things, man. And look, you're on here now, so Christ only knows who's going to be trying to call you and fly you out somewhere.
Oh God, I hope.
That's the dream, right? Living the dream.
Valo 3 belts is the comment that just came in. Clifford Stanley, the referee from XWW, chimed in.
Thank
with
you,
that
Mr.
one.
Clifford. Thank you.
Oh man, look, gentlemen, if you have nothing further to say to each other, then we're going to continue on with the remainder of the show. Valo, you got anything to say?
Yes, sir. Nah, hate you, Ron. Big David fan. I'll see you Saturday.
I like this guy.
Yeah. Of course you would. Of course
he's a
you
David
would. Yeah, he's got to deal with me Saturday, not you. So.
Oh, true.
I'm hanging up.
Yeah. God, what a dick. Jesus Christ. Look, I mean, I know we discussed trying to bring matchups on here, but I really wish you had kind of said something before you brought Valo in here.
Well, the funny thing is I technically did because I was looking at the comments, but no.
Brought him in here because you saw the comments, and so you sent him an invite. I'm like,
well, why not? You said you like controversy, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah, but the fucking guy, I couldn't even believe he was watching the show.
Well, he was commenting on the show.
That's what I'm fucking saying. He had to be watching from your stream, so you were behind the whole thing. Antonio, you and I had discussed that you were going to be on the show, so I apologize that my co-host fucked up and invited douchebag Valo. So,
you know what?
Hey,
don't need to apologize. Come Saturday, I got you, Ron.
You gonna shut him up for me?
Get some payback.
I got you.
He gonna shut him up for me. Damn, dude. If you knock him out hard enough, take one of my shirts and drape it over his face.
Got
you. Yeah, there you go. That'd be great. Or choke him out with it. I don't care.
That could work. Yeah. You use this. That's a great way to sell some merch. You know, choking him out. He's like, now you too could choke out your opponent with the Ron Saint shirt. Buy one now.
That's fucking hilarious. Dude, Antonio's been on here before, so he already knows we have a really good time on this show.
Good times.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then also filming extra interviews and outside promos and shit like that, man, I've been around Antonio a good bit. We worked a lot of shows together. So, man, look, like I said, I am excited for Saturday. I am not sure who else out there is trying to get in on this podcast tonight. So here's what we're going to do. The invite was dropped earlier by David. An invite has been dropped by me. Anybody who wants in, speak now. Because I ain't sure about tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure I don't know about tomorrow night, man. I haven't decided if I'm going to go somewhere and hang out, watch a show.
True. I mean, I'm going to be on the road, so
You're going to be on the road.
I'm going to be on the road.
Antonio, what are you doing tomorrow night?
Man, I'm taking it easy. You know, I've been training all week. Had that seminar last weekend, so letting the body heal. Because come Saturday, hell with high water, I'm gonna pull out all stops. So I'm enjoying my little break.
You're going to get Chris Valo's ass.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's all that matters. Antonio, if you have nothing further, man, I just want to say thank you for being here.
Thank you,
and I'll
bro.
see you Saturday.
All right.
Dude.
Wow.
I'm still trying to get the stench of Valo off of me. God. You brought the guy onto my show. That's just awful. That's just awful.
I figured it would work. The fans liked it.
Yeah, as long as they enjoyed it, that's fine. But normally, look, so this weekend, we already know what's up for this weekend. Let's go ahead and cover this weekend, and then we'll start talking about what we got coming next, like we do every Thursday night Indie Spotlight. We talk about what's coming in the future. Oh, dude, well, we still got to talk about last weekend still.
Yeah.
You want to talk about last weekend first?
Shoot, go.
Where were you at last weekend? You were in Jersey or some shit, weren't you?
Yeah, I took a little trip to Jersey, just hanging out.
Oh, you were just hanging out?
Just at Red Bank. I don't think I went to a show. Like I know I did hang out at Titan Championship Wrestling, but that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
But no, I was just chilling in Jersey, just hanging out, checking out the sites. Went to the Secret Stash. Got to see some Jay and Silent Bob merchandise, so that was pretty dope. Just kind of checking out stuff before I head out.
Gotcha.
Because figured Friday we were both going to probably be on the road for our shows and want to do any last minute interviews. Try to do it, before we hit the road,
right?
Or on the road, or do it while we're on the road. Because I know we've done that a couple of times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I figured we could finish out any last minute, stuff before we do the shows on Saturday. Because I got a 7-hour drive, regardless, to get to my house, and then 2 hours to get to Raleigh for Saturday. So I want to make sure I get there and get everything set up and ready to go.
Right. Definitely. Man, well, I spent a good amount of time on the road last week. I had XWW Friday night. We were live with Mega Mayhem at Lenny Boy, right? Dude, so the fans there did not know what to make of a couple of things. Number one, those fans had never seen Facade before. Most of them had never seen Facade.
Oh, they never seen the Neon Ninja?
So this crazy bastard climbing up on top of the little side building and leaping off through somebody through a table was just insanity. They were like, holy shit, this is crazy. Wasn't it Proctor? Didn't he go up against Proctor? Yeah, he went up against Elijah Proctor. Facade ended up catching the dub on that one. It was just,
of course. All right.
badass.
I can see that. All right. I bet it wasn't easy though. I know Elijah Proctor. I know he could take it to the limit.
Oh, most definitely. Who? What are you talking about? WWE. We don't talk WWE. This is indie stuff. We talk about
Spotlight.
Independent
Spotlight.
professional wrestling. So there's that, Manuel. Let's see here. We had Danny Moe and Lexi Steele. Non-title matchup. Danny Moe caught the win over Lexi. Lexi was pissed.
She bet.
Was freaking pissed. We had the crowd didn't really know what to make of it at first because I was like, the following contest is not scheduled for one fall. They kind of looked at me like I was insane. I'm like, because you're in for a whole new treat. XWW is going to take it to the extreme even further tonight, because hanging above my head right now is the title. Their television title was on the line in a fatal 5-way ladder match.
I remember because we did talk about that with Quest, and so
Right.
I'm assuming he made it. He made it work with the ladder then.
Yeah. You had
All right.
You had Christopher Prince. You had JP Lehman. You had Rob Killjoy. You had Zay Vega. AJ. Fuck, what is that kid's name? I'm getting better. The King of Lightning, AJ Myers. That's it, AJ Myers.
Okay.
Them 5 were in a matchup. And this was goddamn ridiculous. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you. 2 people in that fatal 5-way had to go to get medical attention.
I'm not surprised. That sounds like a whole bunch of pandemonium. And
for the first time in his career, Rob Killjoy had to get stitches. He's never had to get stitches before. That threw me off. First off, that threw me for a loop. Rob Killjoy has never had stitches before. He had to get stitches.
They're no bueno. They're not fun. Trust me. I've had a couple stitches. Even with the numbing, it still hurts.
JP Lehman got busted open this way on top of his head. This way. And look, it might have been, it was in the size comparison between a pack of cigarettes, either vertically or horizontally, however you want to measure it. It was in that measurement range of a pack of cigarettes, was how big the gash was on old boy's head. That's about the only thing I can use to get. I would.
You don't want to get too violent. You don't want to get too violent.
But I wouldn't say a cell phone because it wasn't quite that big. I don't think it might have been a little bit smaller than that. I don't recall, but it was still no up here.
Oh,
in the hairline, babe, in the hairline. Okay.
Ouchie pains.
Yes, and crazy enough, it was Rob Killjoy drop kicking the ladder and the ladder going and hitting old boy on top. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sitting back at, right by the commentator's table because that's where I wait for me to do my job. And I seen that ladder hit that boy in his head, and I was like, I don't think that's going to be good.
Mm-mm.
And all of a sudden, I started seeing his clothes turn red, and I'm like, it's not fucking good. That's bad. So yeah, there was that. You had Thomas Extreme versus Little Panda. That was crazy as hell. Cause Little Panda's insane.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. It's kind of scary looking. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, little guy, Panda, and he's batshit crazy. And he ended up catching the win there.
Really, Panda got away with the W here.
Yeah, there was debauchery involved. There was some shenanigans. There was things. There was definitely things involved there. Let's see. So I've talked about that one. Facade, Danny Moe, the ladder match. What else did I bring up? Oh, there was a tag team titles match. Cam Jackson and Jordan Holt defeated Whiskey Business to win with Quest as the special guest referee.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep. Cam Jackson and Jordan Holt defeated Whiskey Business to regain the tag titles. I'm forgetting a match. I know the main event, but I'm forgetting a match. I'm trying to look at the flyer and remember who else it was, and it's freaking. It was Sean Cruz and Sweet Dreams. Oh, and Treehouse Lee and Saeed Al-Sabah. So Saeed Al-Sabah defeated Treehouse Lee. That matchup was insane. People really didn't know what to expect going into it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And Treehouse Lee did that insane high-flying acrobatic shit that he does, and it was nuts. Sean Cruz had Sweet Dreams well in hand until a video popped up on the screen, and it was Johnny Devine.
What did
wait, not Johnny Devine. God damn. What's that kid's name? Flex. It was Flex. Sergeant Codename Flex. Yes, right. That guy. Not Johnny Devine. My bad.
How did you get Johnny Devine for Codename Flex?
I don't ask. I saw the face and said the wrong name. It's not going to be the last time that ever happens. I think it's a family thing because like my grandmother used to call me every other kid except me.
I get that. I feel like the lower down the podium you were on that situation, how angry they were at you.
Yeah, they would run through every other name and then get to you eventually.
Yeah, eventually to the end.
Yeah. But
or just say, "Hey, kid." Yeah.
Most time with me it was, "Hey, asshole." But anyway, so then you had TJ Boss going up against Fulton, the main event monster Fulton in the main event. Ended up being a time limit draw, and that was one pissed off big man on campus because I'm the ring announcer and I'm counting down, right? I'm doing the counts. The crowd is following right along with me. So I get to 10 and I start counting them down, and Boss hits this huge move. The only people to ever successfully break one of those doors fully, besides Vasad, all night was those two. And even they bounced off of one door.
Oh.
They were solid ass doors, Jack. All of a sudden, Boss gets over there, gets on top of him like he's trying to get the 3. The ref hits the 1 and the time expires.
No.
I think the ref either right at 2 or right there around the 2 count, and time is elapsed. Ring the bell, and the timekeeper or the bell guy looks at me, and I'm like, "Ring the damn bell!" Ding, 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 and so Boss is pissed. He gets out of the ring. He grabs my cards because I'm showing him because he's getting in my face. I'm like, "Boss, look, it's a time limit of 15 minutes. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything with this." So he grabs my shit and shreds it and throws it up in the air, and I've got to clean this up. I'm like, "Dude, I've already got a mess to clean up, but come on, really?"
Wow.
And he was very upset.
Like, can you blame him? You not saying it was your fault, but in his eyes, you took away his victory. He was literally inches and seconds away from victory.
Here's where I'm going to draw the line on that. If you knew there was a time limit, why didn't you get it done sooner? Why didn't you get it done sooner? Yeah, all right then. See, as hard as you can throw it at me, I can throw it back at you.
That's kind of the thing here. Like, you're trying to take out your opponent. Maybe the opponent, still has some life in him. It took a while to bring him down. We had some comments here so far.
Yeah, let's go ahead and catch up on those real quick, and then we'll talk about the rest of the weekend. Let's see here. Let's see. Cameron Jackson said this Saturday I'll finish the job that the Lost and Found camera started, which means I will exterminate the remaining half of the Soul Patrol. Okay. The 4-year war between the Soul Patrol and the 3 brothers finally ends, and my forever reign shall gain another victim. Right now, dude, he's been the champ for like 4 years at CPW, and he's going up against the other half of the legendary tag team of the Soul Patrol in Black Cat Deion Johnson. It's going to be a crazy-ass match. We've heard from Black Cat this week. We've even heard from your real number 1 contender, Jack's Insane, this week. And Cam, we're just now hearing from you.
Yeah.
So
why?
The 4-year war between them, and look, it's been a 4-year war. I got you.
A champion.
I got you. You have the ability to plug your match for this weekend.
We left the forums open. We sent the links out.
I sent you a link, Cam. I mean, Damn. I just to make sure I knew I sent you one, but just to be safe, I'll make sure you got another one. 'Cause, unlike some matches, no time limit, no disqualification, anything goes on this shows. How you like that? How you like that? Everybody and card subject to change. We always say card subject to change. Let's see. At the end of the night, Freight Train Jay gets put through a table by Quest. Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw him bounce off of it twice, and I was like, "Oh, that no."
That does more damage. Physics
Bouncing
speaking, because
off?
it takes. Yeah, the reason why when you hit something, it takes that twice as much energy to push it back up. So if he bounced, that's extra damage.
I got it. It's
physics. I'm smart.
Sure. I'm just saying I saw him hit and I was like, fuck that. That ain't me. I ain't doing this dumb shit. Nah. I'm good. Clifford Stanley said the champion number one.
The champion number one.
Cam Jackson.
You got to say the whole thing.
I normally do. Let's see here. All right, we're all caught up on comments, dude. So that was my Friday night. Friday night was fantastic at XWW. Of course, had the merch out. My kid was working my merch table. That's awesome. Like I've built my own minions to do work for me. It's great. I love that.
You built your own minions.
Yes,
I like it.
And she's and the funniest thing is she's as much of a smart ass as I am. So like anybody tries to give her guff, she the wrong one.
I learned. Yeah. I learned this a couple of weekends ago. She is a sassy one.
Yes, she is. She is. Sometimes a brother likes to hide behind a keyboard. Plus, Jackson Dion only did those videos because they kissed Bootay. Okay. All right, then. I get it. You're saying you want to hide behind a keyboard. I got you now. I understood that. It took me a minute. I'm a little slow.
Yeah.
I'm just a little slow. I haven't caught my next gear yet. It's kind of like the Fast and Furious. You just keep finding new gears. And I guess I got to find the next one. Yes.
Yeah.
They're
great.
It's a very fun show.
And Lenny Boy is such a great venue too.
Dude, I can't wait. We'll talk about it when we get to it, but got a little bit of XWW news to announce anyway. Yeah, some more chisme. Is that how you say it, chisme?
Yeah, you look at you. You learning.
I'm trying to pick it up. I'm trying to pick it up.
The chisme is out there.
The chisme. There we go. Now watch, I'm gonna fuck it up the next time I try to say it. Because that's me. Did you get? No, I did not. No, but I got her McDonald's, which is what she asked for on the way home.
Mickey D's, all right.
I am not a Mickey D's person, but it was hot and fresh. It was kind of weird having some unsavories waiting for you as soon as you leave the pickup window. There was a couple of unsavories sitting on the curb right there, and I had her in the car with me, and I'm out of state, so I'm pretty sure that a bunch of you thinking ass people can put together what I'm getting at is probably not there. Anyway, so I thank God for a manual transmission because it was like first, second, third, bye. I was gone. That I don't need top end speed. I need to get the fuck out of here quick speed. That's what I have. So I'm down with that. But anyway, I did not get her pretzel. So went from there. The very next day, went and hung out and worked at. I say worked. I just went and hung out and watched and analyzed and listened to Dr. Tom Pritchard speak. 16 wrestlers from the region participated in this. And when I tell you that every one of those people are further ahead than when they walked in, everybody learned something. It was awesome to see. Hearing Dr. Tom analyze everything promos. Who the fuck are you? Why the fuck do I care? What? Don't worry about this. Why do they care? How are you going to make them care? It's about them buying tickets. Oh my God. He was so good. So good. Such a great thing. So to next time Dr. Tom has a seminar, and if you're available, you need to go. And that's to everybody out there. Don't care how long you've been in the business, you can still learn shit. Trust me,
something.
I learn from everybody. Sometimes I learn what to do. Sometimes I learn what not to do. But I still learn. And that's the trick of the trade.
That is true.
So, man, look, we're going to talk this weekend. I've been talking a lot, so I'm going to let you go first with this one.
We just had some of the talent here on the card. UPW presents Unleashed. It's going to be a great show. What can I say? You can still get your tickets right now. Use Estacado to save some money on there. Use the promo code Estacado to save some money. You're going to see some of these great top talents. You have Amir Rose, Jada Stone. You got to see Gabriel Kai today. Sean Cruz. Card subject to change. Sean Cruz is now going up against Jay Malachi. You don't want to miss out on that. It's going to be a high octane, high awesome matchups accumulating to the grand finale that is going to be Juvi versus Sin Cara. Don't miss out.
Yep, and there's one of the heavyweight titles is on the line in that matchup. That's crazy. The heavyweight champion's going to get crowned because in a battle royal.
Battle royal.
Yep, it's got some that card got some stank on it. Okay,
It
that
sure
card
does.
got some stank on it. So Raleigh, North Carolina, and parts north, bring it down. Let's
Come
go there.
down.
Yep.
You don't want to miss out. I'll be calling the action. I'm going to be there live. I'm going to try to do some interviews while I'm there too. So I'll definitely be doing live here. So I will be on the broadcast. I think you probably going to be doing the same thing, maybe.
I doubt it because where I'm at, the internet is how do you say shit? Shite, garbage,
Shite.
dumpster fire. The internet's
It's some poo-poo caca. Yes.
It's abysmal where I'm going to be. The internet sucks there. I've actually tried to film there using StreamYard because I wanted to try to film and then take it and edit and analyze and try to work it. A fuck off project for myself, right?
Yeah, I got you.
That was before I got too busy with bookings, so I don't have time for this now. But it was still the thing. So I'm going to be this Saturday at the David Cody Memorial. I am really excited for this. I never got to meet David. I have met a lot of people who have been involved with him, worked with him. I am just really excited to be here. I'm very fortunate to be a part of the show in whatever capacity it is. But you've got 11 matches. That thing says 10. It's 11.
11.
And up until tomorrow, if you find the QR code on my social media for the David Cody Show, as you can see here, it says 15 in advance, 20 at the door. If you use that Cash App and you buy multiple tickets, you buy them in bulk, you get them for $10 instead of 15. You can save a ton of money if you're bringing a big family. So it is going to be badass. We got all these different promotions involved. You got AWL, CPW, Pro Wrestling Union, NCW, and See No Evil Wrestling as well, SNEW. I look forward to meeting people I've never met before. I don't believe I've met in person Bryce Cannon. We've had him on air. I actually do look forward to meeting him. I look forward to meeting Caleb with a K. I look forward to meeting Devin Cruz. I've never met before either. So and Bodie. I've never met Bodie. So I look forward to meeting those guys, dude. And to get to be in the same building as TNA's own Suicide, like that's pretty freaking cool to me. It threw me for a loop when they renamed him to Manic because I was like, well, I get it because you're not trying to glorify Suicide, but it's where are we at with what wrestling is today? You know what I mean? Like that's what was going through my mind when they renamed him. I'm like, where are we at on the scale here? Like, yeah, are you going this? Are you going this? What are we doing here? But it's cool. And I get to be around a bunch of familiar people. Of course, the AWL heavyweight champion. I get to hang out in VIP with my boy Brino Royce.
Always, Key Enterprises always hangs out together.
Oh, you know this. Don Furio is going to be there. You've got Whiskey Business going to be there, and that's going to be two pissed off rednecks right there, because they're still going to be pissed that they just lost their tag titles. So they're going to be in the house. You've got Jeff Conley, who's got one of the hardest hitting clotheslines I've ever seen in my life. We already talked this week as well to Crucifix and Commodore. Those two are going to go at it. I can't wait to see it. Brittany J, Jasmine Howe are going to be on opposite sides of the ring with their tag team partners, Buggy Wright and Luca Daniels. Yet again, another KE guy. Just to throw that out there, another KE guy who was on WrestleMania. You always got to throw that out. But dude, so much good stuff coming up. I'm excited. June 3rd, Packlet, South Carolina, the David Cody Memorial. It's going to be insane. Now, we got some other stuff coming up for the future. This one is you. Actually, we're out of order, though. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's.
Do you want to keep it in order, or do you want to go on this time?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, it's up to you. Do you want to do order, or do you want to go?
Let's go.
Okay, so if we're just going to go, it's you.
All right, we're just going to go into it. July 15th in the DMV area near my hometown. Intense Action Wrestling makes its debut. We have a top. Look at that card. I mean, we have some great big names on there. We have some North Carolina boys coming up there. You don't want to miss out. Tickets are available right now, and it will be in Manassas, Virginia at the Boys and Girls Club of Manassas. And I'm going to be calling the action to you live. Just stay tuned to the IAW Facebook page for any more information regarding tickets. And as we get closer to that date, we'll get even bigger card.
Fantastic. Right before that, XWW returns to the Waxhaw Tap House. Friday, June 9th, free admission, doors at 7. This is a television taping for Extreme Warfare. The one thing I need to say, XWW has approached your boy for every live event that they do with a crowd. I will be your ring announcer. So I will see y'all at the Waxhaw Tap House Friday, June the 9th. Then I'll see you again Friday, June 23rd at Lenny Boy Brewing for Battlefield 2023. We've got, that's another live pay-per-view streaming out. You get to watch me live on pay-per-view. That's badass in its own right. If you don't know how it works, it goes like this. You go to your Roku and you sign up for XWW. It's $4.99 a month. The first 5 days are free. You can also go on extremetvonline.com. Man. So shout out to XWW for that. You can see some of the talent on the card. And I'm sure more matches will be announced next week. We're going to recap both of the shows from this weekend. We'll do that. You and I'll discuss this.
Well,
do you want to talk about our guests for next week? Because we know we have Quest coming on for next week because we got to talk about XWW. The following week, you and I are still kind of plotting that one out. But what we'll do is this. We can either open with Quest and what we're going to see at XWW at Waxhaw, or we open with a recap of our weekend, then we bring on Quest. How would you like to,
I think the fans would appreciate the recap because, they're going to want to know what happened.
Okay, so we'll do the recap first next week, and then after that, we'll be joined by XWW Commissioner Quest. That's how we will roll that one out. Other than that, looking forward, we got July 22nd, Pro Wrestling Union presents Heatwave. That will be back at the Union County Rec Center in Union, South Carolina. Guys, I am psyched to see a lot of familiar faces at that one, because the usual suspects will be in the house. You got Bebop holding the Pro Wrestling Union heavyweight title. You've got the Heat Seekers, who will also be in attendance. I see Jeff Conley, Buggy Wright, who is your Pro Wrestling Union junior heavyweight champion. I see Luca Daniels and Brino Royce on that poster, as well as the Black Cat Dion Johnson, Union County's own, man. So whenever he comes to the ring, you better put some stank on it, because that crowd's going to blow you out of the water. It is going to be nuts. Look at this, Clifford Stanley. I'll be there in Waxhaw Tap House, my old stomping ground. Both shows for XWW going to be awesome. Dude, every show we work for is awesome. Wherever we go, it's awesome.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a great show.
Wherever we go, it's awesome. Wherever we're working, it's awesome. I don't know if it's because of where we are, if it's because we're there. That just seems to be the way these days. We were the loudest bunch at the damn convention we worked. We had the most fun. Out of everybody else there, I think we had the most fun. Well, besides my kid and Lorenzo, they had way more fun. They got to do way more shit than we did. I'm surprised Lorenzo did not get their face painted. Okay, I'm so surprised Lorenzo didn't get their face painted.
Well, he kind of did, because he hung out with Sue Young. So yeah, he was purple when he got home. He's all a bunch of different colors.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He had to take a shower.
Gotcha.
Anything else you want to plug?
I am good, dude. I am so good right now. I'm looking forward to kicking it for the night. I've made my decision. I'm gonna go to my room. I'm gonna grab my Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna come back out to my living room and play some Zelda. Try to unwind with some Zelda after the week. After the week, I had to change shirts tonight. I couldn't wear the shirt I was wearing when I went to work today. It had a logo on it that's not appropriate for me to share here. It's not wrestling related. Oh God, crazy thing. I got to tell you about this. You'll get a fucking kick out of this. So somebody approached me at my office the other. I work an office job. I work in.
You're the HR.
No. Oh yeah. Not the coworkers. Like people in my department were like, "Hey, everything okay with you?" Yeah. Why? Well, I saw some drama involving you, and I'm like, me? The fuck are you? And it took me a while to understand what they were talking about. The interviews. They were talking about the live videos. And I'm like, oh yeah. Look, I went outside and I didn't see nothing. I didn't see anything. So we're good. So number one, that's cool. Thank you to my coworker for caring. The couple of them that asked about it. Thank you for caring. But yeah, I was good. I think when something that loud gets racked, you can hear it from outside. It's like, oh shit, I better bail. It could have been that. It could have been a bear. You never know what it was. We're in the woods. So all things are good. Anyway, I'm good. Anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I was trying to get some other people online. Unfortunately, we had some issues with the link. I was trying to get out there. I did have it in the group chat for UPW. So I was trying to get some other talent here at the last minute. I do apologize for not able to get you on. We were trying to get everybody their time. We will try to reschedule, or better yet, we can actually just do it live from the show. So I do apologize for technical difficulties for that, but we do apologize. But we try to get as much people in the timeline that we have. Fortunately, we did go a little bit over. And I tried to get as many people on here regarding the card and the matchups. I wish we can get everybody on here, but I'm just glad that we're able to get UPW and Mr. J on the show.
Well, right, and that kind of goes hand in hand with this next statement. We have no problem giving people additional time slots. If you didn't watch this week, this has been the week, and that proves, we produce the most content. When it comes to professional wrestling podcasting. It's here. That's it. It's right here. It's myself. It's David Estacado. in the words of Roman Reigns and the Usos, we the ones. Okay, we put out the most content. The time slots were offered to every talent for both of the big shows that we've got going on this weekend. Both of the big shows we're involved with.
Yeah, we try to plan ahead of time.
Oh.
We try to get stuff, you know, hey,
We've been
trying to get people available and open up our schedule.
I think we started this conversation before we were in Tennessee that we were doing that.
Yeah.
Or we finalized that deal while we were in Tennessee that this is what we're going to do. And it was like 2 or 3 weeks in advance. One of the two happened. But I'm fairly confident that you and I had locked this in. It might have been the last time I had to take a road trip and I called you from the road.
Yeah, you were getting the car.
No, before that. It was before that. It was I think it was when one of the last times I had to haul something up to Maryland.
That's right.
You and I talked about it. Yeah. So you
were pissed about the Skulls. Yeah.
Yes. It was like 6 weeks ago. We had finalized this deal. So everybody out there who knows us knows that we do this for the people, we do this for the fans, and we do this for the talent. We do it for everybody because it's what we enjoy doing. True. So if you're a talent that wants to be on air anyway, we can make a spot for you. If you're working a show and we're working a show, there's a spot for you. We have no problem with this. All you have to do is hit that direct messenger on Facebook. Tell a friend, tell your girlfriend, tell your wife. I don't care. Tell everybody to get in contact with us. We'll take care of it from there. All you got to do is hand us the ball, and you will see how some motherfuckers can run it in. Okay? That's it. So, my brother, I'm good to go, man. I'm ready I'm ready to go. Yep.
I'm exhausted.
So, guys, ladies, thank you all for joining us. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, hey, Creepy, by the way, we know you're there. We see people in the background that are what they're doing is this. Did you know that you can actually watch this video? I'm going to show you something. It's going to drive you insane. You can actually watch this video from your Facebook and it not count as a viewer. What they're doing is this. They're going to a different video, right? And then they're hitting the unmute button there. Then they're scrolling over our video so it doesn't actually register as a viewer. And I've caught these fuckers doing it. And when I call them, I get these weird ass text messages from people. Like just the most random statement that they'll say. They'll bring up something completely different out of this world that has nothing to do with anything. Just because I'm be like, oh, hey, Creepy, I see you. I see you watching. I know
Creepy.
You're watching.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Let the rest of the world know that you're a fan too. Hit the like, hit the share, buy merch.
Oh, Creepy. I get it now.
Yeah. Creepy. Yeah. I call him Creepy instead of calling him a creeper because it sounds like some Minecraft shit, and I know nothing about Minecraft. But my son says it all the time, so it's got to be a thing.
Well, I like the Creeper. He's a DC Comics guy, so.
Okay. Well, I mean, it takes me back to the early 2000s. Meet the Creeper, Rob Zombie. You know, okay, it kind of goes that way. But and I go Creepy, and it's actually that's a throwback to Jim Carrey and Liar Liar.
True,
yes.
True.
What are you doing? I'm kicking my ass.
Oh, yeah. Kicking my own ass.
That's right. Anyway.
Anyways.
Let's get out of here.
We're out of here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hell yeah. It's been real. It's
awesome.
been fun. And we will see you
at the Indies.